Everyone, someone would like to speak with you all.
Welcome, the spotlight's over here. You could bring the spotlight over here. Hello? Oh, the spotlight over here. You could, oh, thank you. Welcome everyone. Welcome to hello, the Pig 311 podcast. The podcast hosted by Pig 311. Pig 311, the sole survivor of the experiments at Bikini Atoll. The podcast is hosted by the pig. I'm not the host. I'm merely just the conduit. So, our first guest is a clown. So, let's hear it for a clown. Hello, clown. Welcome to the Pig 311 podcast. Pig 311 is excited to have you on a podcast. I understand that you have just recently gone to visit Tempe. Sorry, Tempest? I hear it's, no? Because of the Shakespeare hat, you're wearing a Shakespeare hat? No? It's not it's a clown hat. It's a jester. Well, in Shakespeare, they would say the clowns are the ones to listen to, because the clowns are often not really paid attention to because they're intentionally funny, but sometimes through the disguise of funny comes real information, which is true. So, Pig 311 would like to ask you some questions on a Pig 311 podcast. Okay. What are your thoughts? Certainly. Of course. Yes? Clown stuff. Prop clown stuff. Well, you know, with that perspective, it makes complete sense. Sure. Of course. Well, terrific. Okay, you're real. There's another guest that's real on the podcast, and oh, we are lucky to be blessed with the Crob Clown has a little Crobby with the Crob Clown, so let's bring up the little Crobby. Little Crobby and Clown Crob, welcome to the Pig 311 podcast, a podcast hosted by Pig 311. I'm not the host. I'm merely just a conduit. I see you have brought your lamp along with you. Would you care to introduce your lamp to everybody? For our listeners at home, the little Crobby is introducing the lamp who is wearing a sunny side up egg, most likely a reference to the talented Apple Pie Bundy who performs on the same stage. Check your local listings. Yeah. Yes. And little Crobby has provided her own microphone. For our listeners at home, the clown Crob just pet Pig 311. He likes being scritched behind the ears, and now an egg has been provided. Oh, and the lamp is holding an egg, and this is interesting. Hello, Welcome to the Pig 311 podcast. We're having a very close-up listening party. Please welcome to the stage somebody who just got here. Yes? Can we hear the music, please? And here we are, Pick 311. Oh, Captain, are you going to engineer our podcast? I think your spot is right there, if you don't mind. Captain is... Okay. And Clown Crob and Little Crobby. Pick 311 has a follow-up question. Oh. Yes, I keep calling it Tempe, Arizona, but it's in fact called Tempest. No relation. Oh. The Crob is providing a steak for the pig, which seems a little bit cannibalistic in a weird way, so we'll leave that there. It also is in the shape of the explosion on Bikini Atoll that Pig 311 survived. Well, thank you, Crobs. Appreciate you. What's that? And little... Oh, I'll take that and... Oh! Look, it's like the pig just ate it. And now, Little Crobby will sing a song for us, for our listeners on the podcast. For our listeners at home, there seems to be a tug-of-war of sorts happening. You invite the clown up on the stage, and well, it just becomes chaos, doesn't it? Oh yes, are you ready to sing your song? Let's hear the song. Pig 311 likes it. Oh, and that appears to be all the time we have right now. Thank you, Captain, for playing drums on that song. And thank you, Little Crobby, for singing the song for us. Thank you to our guests. And now, coming to the stage, thank you. Welcome to our listeners who have just happened upon us. This is the Pig 311 podcast, a podcast hosted by Pig 311. Pig 311, the sole survivor of Bikini Atoll. I'm not the sole survivor. I'm not the host of the podcast. I am merely a conduit. Oh. For our listeners at home, the Clown Crob is performing a dance upon the coffee table that we use. And the studio audience seems to appreciate it and like it. It is quite fun, jovial, very, very jovial, very jester-like. Now, Clown Crob, are you in the latest Shakespeare show called Tempe, Arizona? What it? I'm sorry, Pig 311 is letting me know that it is not called Tempe, Arizona. It is called Tempest, which makes more sense because it is, in fact, based on a play by William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare, for spirits listeners who don't know, is a human writer who wrote plays. And so now, we'd like to bring up to the stage somebody who has no clue what's happening because they just appeared here. Please put your hands together for this person. Please have a seat. Welcome, come on up. Welcome to the Pig 311 podcast. Our guest is finding their way to the chair, exploring backstage, just, trying to see how the magic happens, which is understandable here at Pig 311 podcast. We run a very complex operation where we have a set, and we have microphones, and we record. And we'll put all this in the show notes For our listeners at home, if they want to download any information, they can go ahead and find it. You know that? Oh, it appears that our guest has made quite a magic trick by disappearing backstage and coming back on stage. Let's hear it for them. Welcome to the Pig 311 podcast, the podcast hosted by Pig 311. Pig 311, the sole survivor of Bikini Atoll. I'm not the host. I'm not a pig. I am merely just a conduit. Now, would you like to have a seat, or would you like to play drums? What seems most fun for you? I see our drummer guest is quite the kidder, joking around, just like our guest, the clown crab. Clown crab is a difficult thing to say over and over again. Very well done. Excellent work. Oh, it appears the chair has spawned underneath me, which is a little bit strange, but it happens. For this is where we host the podcast, is in the Under, and the Under is a very strange place affected by time and space. I think we've spoken to almost everybody here, except for one person. Please welcome the star of Tempe, Arizona, Ferdinand. Now, Ferdinand, could you please speak to your knowledge of activitude and recent developments? I understand that... Oh no, that's not... Okay, that's not that. We're talking about Temp Best. Let's see. Yes. So you've fallen in love with Miranda, and we have Miranda here too. So we have Miranda and Ferdinand, the stars of the Tempest. Tempest is a Shakespearean show. For our listeners at home, the clown crop just fed a whole bottle of IPA to the pig. Pig 311 likes IPA. He's a connoisseur of various kinds of beers and stouts. And everyone is having a good time. Captain, how are we doing on time? Gotta wrap it up? Okay. Sure thing. Well, it seems like we need to wrap it up, and that'll be it. The Crown Crab has another trick I'd like to perform for our listeners at home. There's an onion, there's an egg, there's a steak, and there's... Oh, I see. There's a little egg. Thank you. Oh, I see. Terrific. Wonderful. Well, Captain, is that right? Okay. Well, it looks like that's all the time we have here today for I'm sorry that we didn't get into your latest album. Maybe next time you could, thank you, perform a song for us too. And thank you to all our guests. Thank you to the Poison Master 3000. And thank you to the stars of Tempe, Arizona, or Tempest rather, Ferdinand and Miranda. Thank you to Crown Club. Thank you to the Little Crab. Thank you to Captain as always. And thank you to the guest who played drums. And thank you to our listeners just tuning in. This has been the Pig 311 podcast, hosted by Pig 311. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so now the pig has had 2 full IPAs provided by the town shop. But now it is time for us to say good day and thank you very much. As always, tune in next time for the Pig 311 podcast hosted by Pig 311, sole survivor of Bikini Atoll, the explosion that created this whole universe. And we will have it in the show notes. All the information about Tempe, Arizona, Tempest, rather. And we'll have the poison recipes by Poison Master 3000 and a lot of fun magic tricks by the Clown Prob and some wine from the captain. And we'll have it all. And Gerald will be there as well. Thank you, everyone. Perfect. Well, that was a good show. I thought that was a good show. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Alright. Time to go. This way, this way. I'll see you backstage, Captain. Great. Okay, I'll see you back there, okay? Thanks, Captain.